of round 3 of the Australian Hard Enduro Championship, Dederang Deadzone. Below me down here is the bronze class. They're lining up now. They are super pumped up, ready to race. The conditions are absolutely perfect. Now the starting line is going to be this hill here. They're going to rip their way up and head out into the Prologue. They've got an hour to complete as many laps as possible. Stay tuned for more footage. Alright, now after bronze class has finished their laps, they'll be followed by silver class and then gold class in the afternoon. Oh no, looks like Ruben's had a bit of a rough start there, not used to the Victorian conditions. And looks like Adam Giles with a whole shot, followed by Anthony Sola and Wade Ibrahim. Now Ruben has had pretty much the worst start he could have had, unfortunately. He's going to be pushing super hard to catch up to those other guys. Alright, we're here on the Silver Prologue. Our first, second and third place riders are coming through now. Now as you can see, there's lots of water flowing through this creek. They're bringing lots of mud and grime and it is slimy as. But these guys, they can ride seriously so good and they are just making light work of it. There goes Lockie Angelini in second place. And we've got third place coming through here now. Alright, we're here now on the last lap, or the second last lap of the Gold Prologue, and this is our first and second place leaders. This is how close the race is. Houston will be near the front. He is an absolutely wicked technical rider. He's so smooth on the bike. Look at him go, he's just silent. Alright, here's our number 1 silver class Prologue rider. We're just going to follow him along here for a little bit and see how he's going. We're about halfway through the race and he's still maintaining a great pace. He's absolutely ripping through this single track here. He's doing a wicked job. So cool to see him ride. Alright, we've got Wade here, our Australian champion, in first place. We're about 40 minutes into the race and these guys are putting down an absolutely insane pace. Up Wade, yeah! And Wade takes the win. I'm here with Kobe Harris. Kobe was riding so well, he was absolutely ripping. He's right up there in our junior class, such a talented young rider. Kobe, tell us about the track, mate. What were you feeling?
It was a great track. Had a good start. Riding good, bit of up at the start, then put into a rhythm, and then whoa.
That's a shame. Yeah. How many laps in were you before your bike gets run?
It was on my second lap.
Second lap, and you managed to get one more lap in, didn't you? Yeah. That's a shame, mate, but never mind. There's still tomorrow. You'll absolutely rip out there tomorrow. The track's looking perfect. So, yep. Thanks for coming out, mate. We're here at the finish line for the silver class. We've got Lockie Angelini. Well done, Lockie. Good job, brother. That was an incredibly tight race. Well done, mate. How are you feeling? So full of energy.
I was terrified. I had my laps timed in my head. I knew there was going to be 1 or 2 laps left.
Yep.
Across the line, 10 seconds to go. I just got Bailey.
Unreal ride, mate. You're looking so confident out there. We're also proud of you, mate. You've done so well. It was a really tight race between you and Bailey, so it was really amazing to watch.
Good effort,
and
mate.
here's our second place. Only 30 seconds later, Bailey.
Oh, no.
Brother, how you feeling, mate?
Sore.
Sore?
Good battle.
Yeah. I don't know, you guys look like you're ready to go out for another hour. And we're here with Wade and Ruben, first and second place. Guys, what was the track like out there?
Pretty slick, but challenging. Good level for gold Prologue, I think.
Yep. What do you reckon, Ruben?
Yeah, super intense, slippery. Yeah, not really suited to my style.
Yeah, a bit out of your comfort zone coming from Queensland. So, Wade, coming from Victoria, what do you reckon? Much like home?
All this fast stuff, Ruben is untouchable just about. But when we got in the Victorian sort of off-camber ship,
yeah,
sort of, it's like, you know, we're better at different things. I'm better there, he's better here, but it was anyone's race, to be honest.
Yeah, it was super close.
Yeah,
look,
we swapped leads quite a bit.
You did. And look, you guys come in so close at the end there. You're just putting down absolute heat all the way to the end. So, top to both of you. Well done.
Thank you.
Alright, good morning everyone. We're here again at the Dederang Deadzone Hard Enduro, round 3 of the Australian Hard Enduro Championship. Now, we are on main race day today. Today is Sunday, it's all happening. The riders are down there below me, all lining up, ready to start. And let me tell you, it is a cold morning. We had a nice frost this morning. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's still a bit of frost hanging out there now. It's about 7:30 in the morning, so the sun's gonna come up over here shortly and it'll change the day. It'll be a lot warmer, but right now it is so cold. Ruben, Galsey, all the other Queenslanders, they're struggling a bit with the cold, but that's all right. They're wicked riders. It's not going to bother them too much once they get into it and warmed up. Now we're going to start off in a short while. I'll keep you updated with what happens from there. See you then. Racing now, we're just tagging into the silver class. They're going to make their way down this hill and they're going to make their way into a section called Dave's Dilemma. Now this is going to start to sort a lot of them out because this first part is really fast, but Dave's Dilemma is where it starts to get really gnarly and sketchy. I'm not sure if you can see on the camera here, but the ground is so slimy and slick. Plenty of traction in that dirt, but those rocks, they don't give anything. Now these guys, this is the first minute or two of the race and they're already setting off on a wicked pace. rocks, they're just sliding out underneath, and there's been a ton of bikes on them already. Alright, we already got a little bottleneck here. Look at those exposed tree roots, slimy rocks. It's got absolutely everything. Alright, don't want to get in anyone's way. Oh, bit of carnage already. Look at that. Alright, we're following here behind Harry Carlin. He's a local boy. Oh, he's putting on a little show. We've already got a bottleneck here in silver class. Look at that. These guys are just trying to ride so hard, and the ground is so challenging. All right, we're about half an hour into the main race. I'm at the top of Waterfalls now. This is a gold only section. As you can see, there is a nice little send here behind me. It's a good 2 or 3 meters high. It's pretty bloody intimidating, and it only goes further and further. I'm just waiting for the top guy to come through now. Wade took off first this morning. Let's see if anything's changed before then. Now, just to give you some perspective on what these guys are riding, like this, the ground's like terrible to ride. There's water flowing down it, and like, I'm currently on my hands and knees, and I tell you, there is no way I'm getting up here on foot. Now, as you can see, that I have ridden this before, so this is rideable, it is doable. These top guys are going to make it look a lot easier than I did. But that waterfall just continues and continues all the way up, and they're going to peel off left from here. A couple switchbacks, that'll sort them out, a bit of pushing, but nothing these guys can't handle. All right, here comes Ruben Chadwick, our first place leader in gold at the moment. Let's see what he does here. So easy. That's insane. Styling all the way up that hill, all the way up that creek. That is so impressive. These guys just make it look so easy. All right, in a close second place is Anthony Sola on his Sherco. He'll be dropping in here now. Now, Anthony is sort of local, he's from Victoria, so this sort of terrain will feel very comfortable to him. Oh, look at that. All right, so we've got first and second here on the same hill. Look at that, this is a close battle. see just how slimy these rocks are. There's just absolutely no traction whatsoever. So here you really need to build your momentum from as far down as you can. It's an absolutely brutal section.
Oh, how are we going, guys? Not too bad. Hanging around. You'll enjoy it because up there's brutal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, good rest now.
Enjoy the rest.
Thank you.
You're knackered?
I'm
Cooking. Oh. Hold on.
I believe, on the new TBI Riehu. He is making that bike look absolutely so smooth. Now he's come all the way from Tassie, so this sort of terrain should be pretty familiar to him. Look at that. Look at that. Just a masterclass on how to do it. Well done, mate. Well done. Bro, that was sick. Thank you. Yeah, what do you reckon, man? How's the track?
It's actually pretty cool. A lot of people miss the turn though on the Prologue.
Okay, right.
But I like to pass them all back, but it's good.
That's okay.
It's very Tassie kind of stuff.
Yeah, very similar to your terrain. Mate, you're in a good position. I think you're in 7th now, if I counted correctly. These guys can just find traction anywhere. No matter how slick and slimy the ground is. They just know exactly what they're doing. Wow. Wow, that was seriously impressive. You see the drive he got out of here, like, this is just slop. There is no traction here. There's rocks, there's tree roots, there's branches. There is nothing. And he made it all the way up to there. Looks like he's going to come down for a second go. That was a pretty bloody good attempt. Now this is what separates the hard enduro rider from a regular enduro rider. These guys that just have so much precision when it comes to technical riding, but not only that, just so much strength. These guys need to push their bikes up hills. And these are good riders too, world-class riders. They know exactly what they're doing. Look how strong they are, pushing that, I don't know, 100, 110 kilo bike up a bloody hill. It's so impressive. Yes, perfect. Look at that. That is how you do it. Well done, David.
Thanks, mate. Sick track all the way.
Yeah.
Good work.
Thanks, bro. Look at that Sherco, just absolutely purring. It loves these conditions. Man, these guys can ride so good. They're just finding traction out of nothing. Oh, bro. That's up, brother. That's up. That'll do. Just look how strong these guys are. They are just manhandling their bikes up the hill. Like, they're gonna ride as far as they can, and that is a really technical spot. And now they're just gonna lift their bike the rest of the way. They're either lifting or pushing in these really hard sections. Like, look at that. That is just so much strength. Like, not only are you fighting the weight of the bike, you're also fighting gravity and any drag you might have going up the hill. So it just adds and adds and adds. And then you have to compound that over a couple hours of a hard enduro race. Like, these guys will be out here today for a minimum of 4 hours. So imagine repeatedly deadlifting well over 100 kilos for 4 hours. It is just amazing what our riders can do. Oh, almost, Finn, almost. That was a really, really good attempt from Finn, but as you can see, just that last 50 centimeters can make all the difference. Finn looks like he's going to go down and have a second attempt at it. That'll make his day all that much easier, like I said earlier, about lifting the bike up and down a hill. Oh, we've got Neil running in now for his attempts. He's just sizing up. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Look at these guys just battling their way up the hill. That is so sick. Woo! Camera? No, I'm not racing. We've got our first and second place silver class riders coming through now. They are just absolutely dominating. Well done, brother. And Lockie Angelini in second. Go, Lockie. Trying to not get in their way. Yeah, buddy! Woo! Oh, look how slippery those rocks and tree roots are. Oh, brother. Well done, mate, well done. That is no joke. They are so slimy. So we're just over an hour into the race, and like, fatigue for these guys will be setting in massively, especially if they've had to work that little bit extra, pushing their bike up, wrestling it up hills. It starts to hurt. People look at hard enduro riders and they see us sitting down and being tired, but mate, you just cannot fathom the intensity that it takes to wrestle these things up mountains. So we're in a silver section now called the Crags, and as far as silver go, this is pretty much at their limit. This is pretty technical riding. Now the dirt has plenty of grip, but these rocks, mate, these rocks have just absolutely no traction. It is so slimy, you hit one, you slide all the way down, all that hard work is done. I'm going to get out of their way. So obviously I'm not racing. We've got Glenn Fairweather coming up now, local legend. He'll be racing in the over 50s class, I believe. He's doing an amazing job. That Beta 300 just loves this sort of torquey, trialsy, slow riding. Look at it, just grunting, no revs at all. Nice, Glenny, well done, mate. All right, g'day everyone. We're about halfway into the race now. I'm situated at the top of a gold split. The section is called the Crags. Now behind me, I've got Hugh Edmondson. Hugh's a local rider. He's an absolute beast. He's going to make his way up here. He knows this track. He's ridden it before in the past when we've had races here before. So he kind of knows what he's in for. Let's see how he makes his way up here. And just coming in behind Hugh, we've got our race leader, Ruben Chadwick. Now Ruben will be on his, I believe, second or third lap. I believe this might be his second lap. He is looking fresh too. Let's see how these guys handle this section. I can't even hear him breathing deeply. It looks like he's hardly breaking a sweat even. Now this section here, this is a good 1.5 meter step. Super sketchy with just absolutely no running. Oh, Ruben, well done, mate. That is a really hard spot. Yeah, these guys are just so strong. They're going to lift their bike out of this. Manhandle that thing all the way up. Look at that strength. That's where these long legs comes in handy. Well done, Ruben. Oh, we're doing a cigarette. Go, dude. Oh, you. Well done, brother. That was so impressive. Those long legs saved him at the top. Now closely followed behind Ruben, we've got Anthony Solar in second position. Anthony is looking fresh as well. This sort of section here, this is right up Anthony's alley. He will know how to tackle this perfectly. Look at that, textbook, absolute textbook. Well done, Anthony. Now just while I'm here at this section, I'll just talk about the terrain. Have a look at these rocks. Now they are okay in the dry and sort of warm weather, but now we've had a couple bikes through here. There's a bit of dirt, bit of mud, a couple wet tires, and these rocks, they're just so slick. There is absolutely no traction. So what they're doing when they're lining up, they're gonna plan their attack onto this hill. They're gonna try and gain all their momentum and power up on this dirt section here, trial style, and just launch it all the way up this rock face. All right, coming up now, roughly 5 minutes behind, we've got Wade Ibrahim in third position. Wade is fresh from Erzberg, where he had a 20th position finish. He was riding absolutely so well, and he's killing it today. Now Wade's just weighing up his options here. This is a tricky little spot. Really tight. Oh, beast. Beast. Now look at how tight it is in here. These guys have got to manoeuvre these huge bikes through these sections. Wade builds momentum down the bottom and absolutely launches it up this rock face. Look at that fire. good enough. That's good enough. That'll get him up there. Look how strong that dude is. That is how you do it. He's the strongest dude out on the field. He is an absolute beast. I've seen Wade out on rides just skull drag that bike up vertical walls. He is just so strong. All right, we are 2 hours into the race. We're at the top of Crags dropping down the mountain. Now this is a section that I cut in with another fella, and I just wanted to highlight how amazing it is how the track evolves throughout the race. So like I said, about halfway through the race, when we first made this track, there was nothing here. There was leaves, sticks, branches. It was super sketchy to ride. But now it looks like there's a bit of a line cut in. So let's see what happens as we go down. Wow. In comparison to what this is like when we cut it in, this is essentially a highway. So it just goes to show you, those first few lads that came through, they certainly had their work cut out for them. Now this is a silver and gold section. So we've had all the top guys through here, choosing their own lines, making their own way down. Now, like everywhere on this property, there is just so many loose rocks. You gotta be so careful. But never mind, trust your bike. Trust your suspension, have a good solid front tyre on, and you'll make your way down, no dramas. It's actually not too bad. Oh, this is just so much fun. It's just like chocolate mud cake under there at the moment. We've got Ruben Chadwick coming through. Now I believe Ruben is our race leader. Now Ruben is just absolutely out for blood. He wants this race so bad. He's riding exceptionally well. Being a Queenslander, this isn't what he's used to. So we're in a little section now called Giddy Up. Now, at the best of times, this is pretty hard to ride, to be honest. It really gets your heart rate going, and after we've had hundreds of bikes through here, all that top layer is blowing out, and now we've just got wet soil on wet rocks. It's seriously hard. I'm gonna follow this guy up and see how he goes, making his way up the top of this hill. How you doing, brother? She's a tough one. Just keep breathing, mate. Get some water in you. Oh, that's it. That's it. It's just relentless, this hill. Slippery tree roots down below they've got to deal with. Oh, well done, well done. Well done, mate, that was good. Good on ya. Now we're heading down into a gold silver split called Angels. This downhill's pretty cruisy. There's a nice nasty rock section here which I reckon we might have a couple riders stuck on. So let's check them out. We're getting pretty late in the race now, so fatigue levels are going to be super high. Yep, we've already got one bike upside down. Yeah, boy. It's a tough day, brother. This is a tough track too. It's only getting harder and harder as the day goes on, because you can see, like, well, you've experienced it, how slippery these rocks are, hey?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, you're doing great, mate. What lap are you on?
Oh, it's my second.
Yep, hell of a job, mate, hell of a job. You'll finish this lap off no dramas, and you'll finish the rest of 2 laps. That's awesome, mate. Well done.
Thanks.
G'day everyone, we're here at the bottom of Jack's Crack with Nina Chadwick. She's currently in 2nd place, women's silver. Nina, how's it going?
Good, it's hard.
It's hard.
It's
bit
slippery.
Slippery, yeah. Bit different to Queensland?
So different, it's cold, it's wet, it's muddy.
Yeah, bit of a interesting decision to run a hard enduro event in the middle of winter in Victoria.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Anyway, thanks for stopping to have a chat with me. Best of luck through Jack's Crack.
Thank you.
Cheers, Nina. Now this is a really tricky spot that Nina's in. You can see all these rocks down the bottom. There's just a terrible running. It's so slow and sloppy and just rough. No matter how good of a rider you are, it's just really hard work riding through these rocks. So, and then on top of that, you've got these shiners here and this shiny, slippery logs to deal with. Like, look at that. There's just absolutely nothing.
Yeah, this looks good.
Harrison Barton, one of our local boys. I'm not sure where he's placing. He's either in, geez, I don't know. He'd be near the front. He's a very fast rider, very competent rider for such a young lad. Had a bit of a mishap on Prologue yesterday. I think he might have broken a gear lever, or sorry, correction, a clutch lever or something similar to that. Yeah, son. Yeah, boy. Good man, handling those logs well. You can tell the riders that are kind of used to this sort of terrain. They're not scared. There's no hesitation. Obviously, you know, it's all varying skill levels, but geez, you can tell the guys that were just used to riding and this sort of stuff. Nice sketchy downhill here. Oh, good line, Harry. Well done, mate. Can you believe we got dust in some sections? Harry will be ripping here. Yeah, son. This is so fun. Riding with these boys, just seeing what they can do. They're such competent dudes. All right, we're here at the finish line with Ebony Nielsen, our first place silver women's finisher. Ebony, how'd you go out there?
Yeah, it was really good out there. Unfortunately, I didn't get the best prologue yesterday, so I started on about 31st today, which meant there was a fair bit of traffic on that first lap, which slowed things down quite a lot. But I just had a really good second lap, missed the cutoff for another lap by about a minute. But yeah, I would have liked to go again and try and push for another lap, because I know sometimes people won't do that extra lap, so that one extra lap can make a big difference.
It does. It's such a tough call to make when you're sitting here and you're waiting. Is anyone else around? Do I go out for a third? Oh, hats off to you. You've come a long way, all the way down from Queensland. How long did it take you to get here?
Oh gosh, we left probably Thursday afternoon and got in like after dark on Friday night. So I think the drive's about 16 hours, but you know, you always stop along the way and that sort of thing. So yeah, it is a long way, and it's really cold compared to Queensland as well. So.
It is. Well, welcome Victoria. Well done.
Thank you.
Good on you, Ebony. All right, I'm here with Ruben Chadwick at the finish line. Ruben, how'd you go, mate? You're looking fresh still. You're not even pumping.
Oh no, I'm feeling it. I was starting to cramp up towards the end there a bit. Yeah, sort of. Solar and I broke away a bit, and then we were just swapping positions. Yeah, it was some tough battles. Even on Prologue day, I saw a couple of you guys just mixing it up there at the front.
I was not part of those battles.
No, I think it was you two guys I saw in Prologue battling it out. Look, fellas, really good racing, absolutely unreal. It's just it's a pleasure to watch you guys ride. So who hit Dave's Dilemma? All of you? Or that's insane.
Stopped it up the first time.
Because one time wasn't enough.
It was like the last two laps.
Yeah, right here.
I picked the wrong line the first time, and then
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Excellent. Well, thanks for talking to me, guys. We'll see you at the next round at Bodydoon, eh?
Righto.
Yeah, good on you.